M.M Out here, again, out there, with part 2, our very informative conversation with the Apostle Leroy Canterbury.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Pleasure.
Now, we ended off, we were talking about community centers, but there's something else that has been bothering me. The road conditions in St. Peter.
That's a big topic.
I think they're among the worst in the entire island. And again, this is not an accolade at all on the former Prime Minister of Barbados. He wasn't the Minister of Transport, but he was the Prime Minister. He's the top minister. All ministers answer to him. And if I'm the Prime Minister, I'll tell the Minister of Health, do this, he has to do it. What's your take on that?
Well, again, we're looking at the conditions here, and St. Peter has always had two main problems: a water problem and a road condition problem. Those two problems continue to exist in St. Peter.
Well, I'll tell you this. Where I live, I've never had a water problem. I can honestly say that. The water has never even been off for... It's very rare to find the water being off for any period of time. Right?
Yeah.
I've been fortunate, because I'm still on the old main. But funny thing is, there's another main that can be off all day.
Well,
and mine is still on.
actually, yesterday in an area like Mullins, the water was off from very early in the morning, and it only returned on about 4 or 5 o'clock the following day in the morning. So those individuals in that area were left in a very serious state. So it's something that is constantly happening in St. Peter.
But I was talking about road conditions.
Yes. Very bad. For the time I was a little boy. From the time I was a little boy, they tried over and over and over to do some elements with the road conditions. As a matter of fact, one of the worst areas of being through is Black Bass.
Black Bass.
I had the opportunity.
A diehard BLP area.
I had the chance to speak with individuals from Infra about it, and they told me it's really going to take at least $1 million to fix that road.
To fix it. That's just one road in Black Bass.
That's one road in
Black
Black Bass.
Bass.
Because
$1 million.
yes, the substrate has been damaged. Okay, so that entire road, in order to fix it properly, we have to take up the whole road. We have to put fresh substrate layers down in order to resurface the road. So it's going to be a big project to get that road fixed.
Now you are a big proponent of technology and advancing and moving on.
Yes, sir.
Moving
Yes,
with
sir.
times.
No doubt.
But I'll tell you this, when I was growing up, they used to fix the road with tar.
Yeah.
And they have a rock crusher. And they're fixing the same pipes now. They'll boil the lead. You see them boiling the lead right there.
Yeah.
They don't do that anymore.
No.
And to me, with all the technology that they have, it's not as good as when those guys were doing it.
Yeah, well, one of the things that we have to also take into consideration is that back in the day, the level of vehicular traffic on our roads was seasonal. Okay?
No, that's a very good point.
Yeah. And when I say seasonal, I'm talking more in relation to the sugar industry.
Yeah.
There were more tractors, more heavier vehicles, trucks, and so on the road. But we saw an increase after we had the excavators. We've seen it different today in the longer tractor trailers that we are using, the longer trucks that we are using, heavier equipment on our roads. Wreckers, we have an increase in 4x4s, SUVs. So when we're talking about our roads, the reality is that we have to not just look at smooth roads. We must look at roads that can handle the different variety of traffic that's on the road right now. It's a very important point.
I had not even thought of that. The apostle always brings up the best in me, because I had never thought of that. Okay? That had totally eluded me.
Yeah, which I think our construction companies must pay attention to, because once you're going into a different variety of vehicle, the tires change, and all tires have different effects on the road, and the road has different effects on certain kind of tires.
Now, talking about the same roads, the people who clean the roads, okay? I'm a big fan of Hansard, the official document of the House of Assembly.
Mhm.
I've lots of them at home, and I read them religiously.
Okay.
One of my favorite debaters is the former member for St. James and St. James, North Lino Craig. And he once said, he called them cantoneers.
Yeah.
He said the cantoneers are the worst examples of work.
Lino Craig was a very, very good debater, by the way.
He said that
Very good debater.
work is not their religion. He said he wants to watch them read, and Craig was very precise. Listen to this. He wants to watch 8 cantoneers read 36 feet and 2 inches in 2 months.
Wow.
Yes. In fact, he once said this debate was shortly after they had lost the 71 general elections. He said he had told the guy who was the senator in Armenian Precinct, John, that when they win the government, because he was certain that they would have won, to make him the Minister of Transport and Works for 30 minutes.
Wow.
You know that, right?
Yes.
And he would have dealt with that problem.
Well, over the years I've paid attention. I've watched a lot of the speakers in the House of Assembly over the years to get in my mind who I would consider to be very strong in their debate and presentation. And what we must understand is, again, like now we're doing roads because the prince is coming. Okay. To me,
like when Ronald Reagan went here, or when the Queen went here, and that sort
I
of
think
thing.
all roads should be done to safeguard the wear and tear of the vehicles of our people. I don't think roads should be done to impress an international figure or a member of the royal family.
But this is exactly what happens.
Yeah. Again, we're the area of the road conditions. I mean, I think we need to have an international dignity or member of the royal family coming to Barbados at least every year to make sure that our roads are good.
Yeah, I think that would work. That would work. So that's a sure recipe.
Yes.
To have
because it's always been done from the time as a little boy, from the time that a member of the royal family is coming to Barbados. There's always finances to get certain rules sorted.
And the debushing as well.
And the debushing, it is done. It is done very, very quickly. It's amazing.
This is something that amazes me. They clean the gutters. They pile up the refuse on the side of the street. Now that's going to stay there for like 2 weeks. The vehicles that will come now are going to mash it down. Some of it goes back into the gutter again. To me, I think when they do that, they should have some sort of vehicle there to scoop it up immediately and take it on its way.
Again, what we need to develop are systems, but systems that are properly implemented. Okay? Any system without a proper implementation will fail. And that's what we've seen over and over and over again with the cleaning of the roads. I think, let me say this, when the job is done by these individuals, it's a very good job.
Yes, no doubt. But mark you, I'm not saying that these guys don't do proper work.
Okay.
Right? But it's the method.
Right. And
the method.
That cleaning of the roads or cleaning of the debris after they've actually done their reading or whatever should be the work of the administration.
Yeah.
Okay? We're looking at what you're going to be doing for a particular day. We're going to organize a truck to move that stuff away once it's done, so that the job is done.
Because
the job isn't done if there's reading and the debris is still left on the road for a week after.
Because as there isn't, there's no connection. The cantoneers, it's not their job to move that. They're not concerned. They're concerned about getting it clean and put there.
Now I want to add something to this, which I think is very, very important. We have plantations all over the island. I think it's also important for plantation owners to come into this because they need to keep around their fields clean.
You know, years ago they used to have this cactus grass and so on and
Yes.
other thing, and
So
and
that's one of the things that's also very, very, very important.
they don't have it anymore.
Part of the cleanliness of Barbados must also be given to the entirety of Barbados, not just the NCC. Okay, or people must understand we must keep our surroundings clean. That's what we were taught when we were at school.
Yeah, that cleanliness is godliness, right?
Well,
Something
that's what they told us. Yes.
Yeah. I see a general breakdown in everything, right? And it starts with discipline. There's no discipline. Now, when I was coming up, you had to go to church, you know. You had to go to, and in my case, there was a church to the north of me and one to the south. So you had to go to both. And there was no debate about the whole thing. These days, I see children running around on Sundays and not being in Sunday school. Well, of course, the reason is because their parents are also children and they did not go to Sunday school. That's a part of breaking down of discipline.
Yeah.
What was your take on that?
Yeah, I would completely agree with that. And one of the things that, again, discipline is twofold. It is not just what is administered when there is a breach of the law, but it should be done in a way to make sure that an individual does not breach the law.
So prevention is better than cure.
So discipline, like in karate or kung fu, which is a discipline, you're teaching a person how to avoid conflict. A discipline comes when a person has broken the law and there's punishment, so it's twofold. All right. Now, one of the things that we have to understand is that discipline, and I'm saying this as a leader of a congregation, discipline is not just to be administered by the church. Discipline is a family matter. Mm-hmm. It is a personal matter.
But that's what they say.
Okay.
But this is what they say, that the parents themselves are children.
Okay. So it's a governmental matter. It's a legal matter. It's a business matter. It's a church matter. It's a family matter. It's an individual matter. So when individuals are disciplined, then we don't have to employ the negative side of discipline.
Apostle, you see that red light coming on?
Yes, sir.
That's my guy there telling me that it's almost time. But I'll tell you this, it's always a pleasure having the apostle here. But listen to this, I have a special treat for you. Some of my subscribers have asked me to have a complete program on sort of a mini biography on Apostle Canterbury.
Oh, really?
Yes, I brought that on you now. So the next time that you actually see us, God's willing, we're going to have 2 segments dedicated to the upbringing from start to as he is now. And that's a special treat, especially for Judith from Bush Hall, because you're the first one who asked me about it. So,
awesome.
Our time is up. Apostle, as
Thank
always,
you so much,
it's a
Mr.
great
Morris.
pleasure
Thank
to
you.
be here. And until next time, so book your tickets early. We're going to know a lot more of the Apostle next time. See you then.
God bless you.
M.M Out There, here, everywhere, gone. That's all for now.